back.
I'm your animal stuffing midget moron, Chuck Testa.
I've been telling you that for a long time.
Yes.
And this is I'm Matt Dockstetter, back again with another episode of OffCentered Outdoors.
Action-packed episode. Things are happening.
That's what they say.
First of all, let's talk about your son. Let's just jump right in.
Yeah, he's doing good. He had his first deer clients over the weekend and got him on their deer, and they told his boss the only way they're going to book again is if they can have Nathan as a guide again. So,
no kidding.
Yeah,
I knew it. He's a God,
he's a good egg, that one.
Everybody's so proud. I mean, like, we're all like, everyone brags on their kid, but we double brag because.
Yeah, everybody was sharing that post that I shared, and he called up last night. God, everybody's sharing that post, and I'm all embarrassed. I said, well, fucker, we're proud of you.
Yeah, duh.
That's what family does. When we support the ones we love, whether you like it or not. We're gonna push every ounce of success. Easy.
Yeah,
for you
thanks
to say.
for reminding me to do that.
We're gonna push every ounce of success we can your way.
Right, I'm gonna do that too today. But we're so damn proud of him. He ain't wearing a pink tutu with purple hair or some nose ring bullshit.
It's almost Halloween. You never know.
Well, that would be okay. And I guess he's proven you wrong. Can I say what you told me? What Nathan's only game was?
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, I said, hey, Nathan's got game, and then you said Nathan's game is like tiddlywinks or something.
Absolutely. But no, he's doing awesome out there. I think he's a little homesick still, but he's doing good. I think he's got more clients this weekend coming in. So
yeah, Wendy asked you if he was homesick. And,
yeah.
I mean, we all want good things for our kids, and we all want them to like spread their wings, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he went a little far, a little fast.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's realizing that he didn't need to grow up quite as quick as he thought he did.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, we all make mistakes.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's a mistake.
No, for sure.
That's not a mistake.
Yeah, not that this
Take
is
that
a mistake,
back, man.
But
I get you. You're the Chuckism. What you mean is he. Well, look, what I would say on that is sometimes, like my not thinking it through, moving to Ojai.
Yeah.
Worked.
Yeah, absolutely.
Normal people would say you're out of your mind and that was a mistake.
Yeah.
But look at.
Mm-hmm. No, it worked out.
Well, now that I'm sitting here, maybe
a couple more years, you might have it all worked out. You never know.
You never know, and yep.
Yeah, no, he's doing. He was going to town today to spend part of his weekend tips.
Really?
Yeah, he had to go buy some more clothes or some shit. I don't know.
Wow, he's even buying his own shit.
Yeah, he does that. He likes to. For some reason, he doesn't like to have people give him stuff. He's always liked to buy his own stuff, which.
Well, that's not a bad thing either.
No, it's not a bad thing, but it's hard for him to accept when somebody loves you. Sometimes they buy you some stuff because hey, I love you.
Yeah, I know. No, I get it. It's a thing like you don't even deserve.
Yeah.
Like if like what's this for?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
But yeah, he had to go buy some new pants and a couple new shirts because they gave him a uniform, but it only lasts a couple days if they're killing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because they all wanted to always look clean and professional, and they only give him enough to hunt for like 2 days. So.
Oh. What kind of outfit is that?
Right.
So you said he's gonna fly in out of Dallas?
Yeah.
So how far is he from Dallas?
I don't know. I want to say it's like 5 or 6 hours.
Okay, that's what I was gonna.
He's gonna drive to my mom's house, and then they're gonna take him to the airport, so he doesn't have to deal with the long-term parking and all that stuff. At least that was the plan last I heard. So.
Because I was just wondering if he was close to Nick, but he's not.
Yeah, no, he's over in West Texas.
Yeah. Well, Nick's sort of west. I mean, when you hear Dallas, Fort Worth, and you think but it's spread out like crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, Texas is big.
It is.
In case anyone's wondering, it's big and it's long and it's wide. and it's 4 different time zones or something.
Yeah.
Or no, they have 4 different you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like 4 different habitat, whatever you call it, you know? Yeah. But
yeah. Allegedly, we're trying to book Katie a hunt down there the same time I'm going to where I go, so she can at least see him for a couple of days while I'm
now,
gone.
does that have exotics on that ranch too?
I
or
don't know
mostly
what
just
all they.
whitetail?
I know they have whitetail and pigs.
Mhm.
I know he was saying there's something about going to do some exotic hunts after deer season, but I don't know if it was there or on one of their other ranches or what.
Yeah, that's what's really interesting to me too. It's like you go to this place. Oh, well, those are down to by the 7-Eleven. That's where the Odads are, and then
Yeah.
the black bucks are up over by Walmart, and you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was driving through to College Town, and then all of a sudden, in the middle of nowhere, were all these scimitar oryx, just like. I guess that's where they.
Yeah.
You know, they're down there next to the college, and it's just interesting, and it's
Yeah.
all normal to it. You know what I mean? To us, it's like, wow, you know,
Yeah.
blah blah blah.
Yeah. I suppose like anything else, you get tired looking at it.
Yeah. I don't know. My boss sure was disappointed
Uh-oh.
there because they were hoping I'd be like you and want a aoudad and a black buck and a this and a that, and you wouldn't have to pay me so much. And I said, nope, I'm here for I said, what? You know, I actually said what I said.
Yeah.
What the hell am I going to do with that?
Yeah.
He goes, what about your trophy room? I said, I have a trophy room. It's called my shop.
Mm-hmm.
And I get all kinds of new trophies every year. You know?
Yeah. And see, I'm the guy that would have gone, oh, I'm going to kill everything. And then I would have realized, oh, shit, I'm not getting paid now.
Yeah.
that would have been me. I would have been the guy trying to figure out where the money's going to come from after I pulled the trigger. So,
Well, might have worked out for you back in the day.
you just never
In fact,
know.
I don't even think you weren't even. No, you weren't doing taxidermy then. Maybe you're just starting.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was like a long time ago, like 2000. No, you were in it for like a couple years, maybe. It was a while ago.
Yeah. Well, I started in 05. So.
Oh, then you were in it. Yeah, you were there. But whatever.
Yeah.
That's just like that other guy up there. He kept coming back like a Australian case of venereal disease. Keep boomeranging back, you know.
Yep.
He was went to the show years ago, and then kind of disappeared, and then all of a sudden he resurfaced as a master, you know.
Mm-hmm. Funny how that works.
Pretty funny.
Yeah.
Like we're still stumbling along trying to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
So the exciting thing is shit's hitting the ground for us.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, we had a busy last week and a half or so.
Yep. And you got, okay, so you got a monster, because we got to talk about Catalina for a minute.
Yeah.
Because of what they're trying to do, so we can get, hopefully, get the word out, not just in California, but around the place.
Yeah.
All 6 of our listeners, we
You
need your
got
help.
a lot of weight on your shoulders, you two guys.
Yeah. 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 No, you got what might be the bit.
Yeah, they said it was definitely the buck of a lifetime for the hunter, and they said it's more than likely buck of a lifetime for the outfit, Wildlife West, out there on Catalina Island. They do all the deer hunting. I guess there's a way you can get around using them, but if you want to deer hunt Catalina, that's pretty much it. Wildlife West.
They get good results, so we get
Yeah.
a couple bucks every year. I mean, I don't know if people come in from around the country, probably, who knows,
I don't know, but
you know.
I got a call yesterday from a guy that's headed out there the end of the month or next week or sometimes pretty soon, trying to get prices and stuff. So might be another one coming in.
Good, I hope so.
But yeah, it's that buck that came in. I met him down there in LA the other day. It's a hell of a buck. It's super heavy, old 3x6, I think is what they ended up being. And
Yeah.
they aged him. Well, unofficially aged him roughly about 9 to 10 years old.
Really?
Yeah. It seems like,
Sorry about that. Still lingering.
Long
effects
COVID.
of. I told that to Wendy, and she said, "Screw you,
Yeah.
just a little wuss." So wuss. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it takes all kinds.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
Yeah, but yeah, there is some shenanigans afoot out there. So
yeah, strange things are afoot in Catalina.
Yeah,
Matt.
I don't know if you guys remember, but a few years ago they had a mass extermination. That's the word I was looking for. Of all the deer and elk out on Santa Rosa. And it kind of looks like they're trying to do it again to Catalina.
Yeah, but the difference is the deer in Santa Rosa and elk were brought in.
Yeah, they were introduced.
They were introduced, and so that you could say they were non-native. And then they wiped the pigs and the goats out on Catalina.
Yeah.
Which they weren't native either, and then the merino sheep. But my question is, and no one will answer it, when you're on an island long enough to get your own DNA,
yeah,
when do you earn the right to exist?
Oh, exactly.
For one thing, because the merino sheep was like the only wild herd in the world, and they had a different DNA than the domestic.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's sheep DNA, but whatever, but I mean, I wonder when is it like, hey, maybe we can mass extinct some other shit that's going on, right?
Yeah.
They're not native to California, or America.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. It's
a racist would say.
I didn't hear a word you're saying.
Good. Most people don't even understand me, so send all your cards and letters to Duck _Vader on Instagram.
Yep. But yeah, so they're wanting to they're claiming the deer on Catalina are starving to death.
Which is really weird when one lives to be 9 years old.
Yeah, and it's probably one of the fattest deer you've ever seen come in. I mean, I didn't get to see it on the hoof, but they said it was. I mean, just looking at the pictures the guy sent me of it, with the trophy grip and grin pictures, it's just
grip and grin.
It's a massive deer.
Yeah, well, me, I'm not really impressed with not much. Just another.
Yeah.
They all score 1,100 to me, but
exactly.
That son of a gun, man, he had mass wrinkle. I mean, oh my God, sag, you name it.
Yeah.
Them old bucks are really impressive.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one to put back together. He's got just monstrous size all over him. So it's going to be. I wish I could have put a tape on him before they.
Oh, did they mask him or?
Yeah, it was all.
Oh yeah, darn. Yeah.
But it's all right.
No, we'll read this. I mean, we got. We know what to do.
Exactly. But yeah, just the mass on this guy is nuts. Like his bases are like seriously that big around, like the size of your freaking microphone. It's insane. Like at the heavy point of the antler, you can't even close your hand around it. I've seen elk that way. I've never seen a deer that way, let alone a deer from Southern California.
Right. No, it was and then so. They're claiming they're starving and they want to wipe them out, but I think it's just BS myself.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, granted, there might be some of that situation going on, but honestly, that situation's happening everywhere.
Right.
We've been going through a fucking 30-year drought with no feed and water. There's gonna be a few things that don't get to eat enough dinner.
Yeah, but to make it tonight, and then I got that buck from is D8 was D8 open or something?
Yeah, I think.
Hopefully I said it had a tag on. I don't know.
I think that's what you told me.
Yeah, it was a gummer. So there's some that are it doesn't add up.
Yeah.
When you say that they're all starving and blah blah blah, and then we're getting in, and these are the bucks that we're getting, and they shot like. D8's been producing some okay bucks there.
There's been quite a few decent, or not even decent, but damn good bucks killed all over the state this year.
Yeah, an X9B or something, or I guess they got ABC, the alphabet tags or something.
Yeah, there's plenty of different X zones, and they're all producing fairly well in spots. But then there's other spots like I had a guy I saw on Facebook a couple weeks ago killed just a monster X12 buck. And then a couple of my buddies went up there last week, and they couldn't even hardly turn anything up. They ended up killing just a big spike fork.
Yeah,
because
just a jump buck.
They didn't see anything.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just like anywhere else. You got to go out and.
Yeah, but we really need the people who help with the nationwide with the bear deal.
Yeah, there is a change.org petition going around. I think it's on Howl for Wildlife also.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna try to talk to them here pretty quick and see if there is, and if not, we need to get one going because this ain't right.
No, it isn't right. And
No.
you know, they all say, "Oh, hunters, they want to blah blah blah." No, no, we don't.
No, there's nobody that gives back more to conservation than sportsmen.
That's right. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, it's gonna be even more now that your governor passed that new gun tax, but that's another story for another day.
okay, so if he's my governor, how come he's my governor, not our governor?
You voted for him.
You know, I might have, because they got the reverse machines, like I tell you.
I thought it was because you liked his haircut.
But you know what? What, you know, you ever want to hit? No, I mean.
It's all right. Now we're talking about this. They're going to cancel our podcast.
Yep. I'll say what Mike said, then maybe I won't get in trouble, because it's not me saying it. He said, you ever want to knock a guy's glasses to the other side of his head with a 2x4?
Yeah.
You know? After I heard what he did to those firefighters up at the show, you know, when we were at the show.
Yeah.
What a prick.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, and
for a photo op.
Yeah, and they're going to try to make him the president here in a couple of years. Just watch.
A couple of years, next year.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, he's okay. So now we're here. All right.
The place
But
I'd like to go, but
yeah, but
I did it.
You did it, not even me. But we're gonna get out real quick.
Yeah.
This senator pick, if that isn't a 100% bullshit, and it's not because of what she's a lady, and it's not because she's whatever.
Yeah.
Because she don't even live here. And then Wendy was telling me, again, my news source anchor, was telling me she's all hooked up with the Pelosi and all, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And then I thought about it. What about you guys on the other side, right? Don't you want to have a right to, you know, they just pick your guy and then that's it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then what about if you were, or woman, what about if you were aspiring, say you wanted to run for, I know there's people that did.
Yeah.
So how about we get some crazy live from here? I mean, you don't got to bring in more.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's bananas. I try not to understand most of it, unfortunately.
I'm now dangerously low, because every time we think about it, we lose IQ points. Even though they say the same thing about us, but
yeah.
Shit, some things just don't make no sense.
No, it makes absolutely zero sense. You can't, I don't think anything we can do will ever change anything, unfortunately.
No.
Until we do the big thing.
Yeah. Well, Fraser always says there's only one fix,
yeah.
You know. You try pull, you know, I mean, I got called in, okay, I said we'd get out, but we will in a minute. I got hauled in for instigating a riot when I was 12. The police and everything, right?
Wow.
I didn't even pull a fire alarm, okay?
Yeah.
Getting back to that. Oh, I thought it opened the door. Okay. You even went to college. I'm just a barefoot dumbass. Wait, I'm a midget. I got to get it right. Animal stuffing midget moron.
Yep.
Thank you. Because I like my new title, as you can tell. It suits me well.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So, anyway. And I was a kid. And then I like telling this story because, but I bet they thought there was no hope back then too, because they go, yeah, you're instigating a riot, young man, and blah, blah, blah. What do you have to say for yourself? I said, what's instigating mean? I did this. The cops like, oh shit, we're in trouble, man. And this was like in 1967 or whatever.
Yeah.
You know. Yep. Yeah, what's instigating me? Oh boy.
That's too funny.
Yeah, it's funny. Well, my point is, you know, it's a big, you pull it, even kids, you get in trouble,
Yeah.
right? When you go to Congress and you're going to try that excuse.
Yeah.
Why not, you know, how about you just say you did what you did? You know, how about you just say, you know what, I did it because I was trying to block the ball or something. And then people might even respect that, you know, even if you don't agree with it.
Yeah, hell yeah. I know I for sure would feel a lot better, but I'm sure a lot of people would too if they would just come out and say what their actual agenda is instead of keeping us guessing, feeding us little bits of hope that we might get something right, and then they keep screwing us the other way.
No, there ain't no hope.
But there isn't, unfortunately.
But
well, what were they talking about a few years ago? Hope and change, up and down. And...
yeah, hope and change. Fraser said again, since he gave up all hope of happiness and realizes he can never win, his life has gotten a lot better.
Yeah, no doubt.
I tell that to the young guys, and they go, "Huh? What?" I go, "No. Once you realize that you're being lied to by everybody, not just, you know, conservatives or liberals or up there in the you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're being lied to completely, and you ever notice, especially since 9/11, they don't do anything for us. It's all done to us.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
How many times can you get canceled, I wonder?
We're gonna find out.
Well, you're not really never been canceled. You know what I mean?
Not yet,
but I've been.
I feel it knocking.
Yeah, whatever. If you can't even say, who cares what we say?
Yeah.
No one listens anyway. You know. But so I got some totals for you.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of beer can, I haven't seen it yet. Allegedly, I got some muzzleloader bucks from. Where was the muzzleloader? Colorado, Utah, somewhere. Everywhere?
Yeah.
Okay, so somewhere in the western United States, some of my young guys from the doctor's area got some muzzleloaders, bucks, and one of them allegedly is like what you said.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Nice.
And then I thought, God, how is Wyoming going to be? I don't know, but we got...
we got a few coming back from there so far, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we got some antelope foo and some mule deer foo from there, and that was in the northern part, I think, by Gillette.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not really sure. And then we got, besides you, we got another guy leaving. What's today? Tuesday. When tomorrow, I think. But they got guides, so we'll see what happens. You know. But Fraser said all the residents are holding it. You know, they tried to buy as many tags as they could just to burn them because it was that bad. You know? Yeah. So,
well, when we get over there, I'm hoping just to put some meat in the freezer. I'm not necessarily after a monster trophy or nothing, so we'll see how it goes.
But dude, I keep saying your time's, you know what I mean?
One of these days.
You're sure put in the time, you know what I mean? You have saturated the wilderness with your presence.
See, my other issue, though, is I have a very itchy trigger finger, and I like to keep meat in the freezer, so.
Well, I can honestly, oh God, yeah, we can see you're not a trophy hunter, man.
Yeah, well, I like my trophies not having to go to the grocery store and buy meat, so.
Now, I can attest to that. He eats his Matt Rito, I call it. It's a deer burrito wrap thing he eats every day.
Pretty much.
For lunch. You know, and
4 freezers full of venison of varying types in my garage. So
varying types of venison.
Venison's just a blanket statement for wild game anymore.
I know, but I mean, never mind. You got different
got
flavors.
Blacktail,
Whitetail,
mule deer.
That's what I meant. Yeah. You got
wild pork.
Yep.
Got to add some antelope back in there. That stuff, those things are only about 44 pounds. So
moose food too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Canadian moose, eh? So they're not as big as Alaskan, you know. But I know I got at least one. Well, here's what's going to happen. And we'll find out if these guys listen. They're going to talk them into doing a skull mount because he doesn't have room, right?
Nah.
And then he's not going to leave the hide up there where I bagged him. And then he's going to come back, and then we're going to have a issue because, see, last time I took care of him with that other deal.
Yeah.
But I'm not, maybe if it's salted, I'll tell them they can send it themselves. I'll give them a pack and slip or something.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys out there, you're probably going, wow, what's going on with the tanning part of a lot of taxidermy? But it's just, for me, it's a couple things. On the big hides, for me, as you can tell by my immense size,
Yep.
As I keep shrinking into my, back to who I am, the midget moron, I just too big, they're too heavy.
Yeah.
And even Fred was saying, too expensive,
Well, yeah, there's no money.
For us.
Yeah.
Not just, you know what I mean? Our cost is stupid now.
Yeah.
And so when we try to give it to you guys are still, and no offense, but some reason you're stuck in, there's no value to this stuff. Like you're paying $7 for gas.
Yeah.
And you're not realizing that everything is shipped at $7. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's
I turned down a beef hide the other day from a girl Nathan went to school with that just processed her steer, and she said, "Hey, you tan beef hides?" I said, "No, sorry, I can't. There's not. I have to charge you way too much money."
Yeah,
I would feel like absolute shit charging me that much money.
Yeah, you shoot out $1,800, $2,200.
Yeah.
And they look at you, but when you really think of fleshing that son of a bitch, then the hat, I mean, I can't even hang them, you know what I mean? I gotta do pulleys and blocks.
Oh yeah,
and
it's a bitch of a job for one person, no matter how big and strong you are.
Yeah.
Plus, then you got to have the room to dry it too.
Right, and then you got to wait just perfect to get it folded just right. You know, otherwise, Matt's taking looks like one of them glass trucks that have the big sheets of glass on. He's going up with the things and all these big ass hides on the
beef hide sail on top of the truck.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, it's there's no friends and family deals on tanning giant things, unfortunately.
Yeah, and even small. I mean, we'll throw a deer hide in.
Yeah.
If you're bringing your, and there's always exceptions.
Absolutely.
Guys go to Africa and when they come in from out of country, they're already.
Yeah, the hard part's already done.
The hard part's done. So
all you gotta do is get them where they're going.
So you can mark them up a little bit for your time, but. And then you're not getting punished, but really, even Fred was going. He goes, "I got this half elk hide. I got to charge this guy $700."
Yeah. For
half of, the back half, and he's like, "Guy's like, what?"
Yeah.
Remember that other guy said, "What are the rest of us going to do that are used to the prices from 20 years ago?"
You're gonna get used to paying bigger prices.
Maybe you should go in a time machine. You know what I mean? And
there's still a garage guy here and there that'll charge you $500.
Yeah, I hear that. I go, God, Well, we found out somewhere. I think we know who the guy is now. That's the cheap guy in LA.
Yeah.
And that's okay if that's what you want. And how he prices is, he calls up another one of our friends and says, "What are you charging?"
Yeah.
And then he takes off $200 like an idiot. Which puts them down to this like $750 range.
Yeah.
Which is what people finally are charging in the States. What said they can't charge, like the South and all that, They're finally getting up to $800, because for some reason rent's free.
Yeah.
In Alabama or Arkansas.
Nobody thinks about paying themselves and making any money. They just say, "Oh, hey, I did this deer for $600. I'm making $600."
It's just it's even material. It's just whatever the materials are.
They just see the number and they say, "Hey, I made $600." They don't think about it.
Well, no, and even if you did make $600, like I used to say, the time we report it, now it's $300.
Yeah.
you know, and so it's I keep preaching the same BS and it never changes, but it might now.
Yeah, I don't know. I was talking to Nathan last night. We were talking about pricing and all that stuff, and he was saying that the couple taxidermists over there around him, where he's at, they're not even at $600.
What?
Yeah, they're like $595, $565 in that ballpark. Like, how the hell? That I mean, unless they've got a stockpile of shit, they ain't making any kind of money.
And down there is McKinsey country, buddy.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
and he's saying these guys are 2 years out. Well, they're 2 years out because they got fucking a pile of work, but they're not getting paid for any of it.
No, can you imagine in 2 years at that price? They're done. It's over. That's what we'd say at seminars. We would, or like Rick Crane would say famously, he does it all the time, and we've heard him say it. You guys are already out of business, and you don't even know it yet.
Yeah,
and that's why we say that, because you got money coming through, and you're living on the, you know, and you're touching money. It feels like, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess a lot of those guys down there all run processing shops that have a taxidermy shop in it. So they're making all their money processing, like a few other guys that we know. And yeah, so the taxidermy weight suffers as it does. We've seen proof that system doesn't necessarily work unless you're busier than all hell. And even if you're that busy, it's hard to keep up on everything unless you're hiring guys upon guys.
Yeah, well, I hear how great some of these guide taxidermists are.
Yeah.
And I would say, well, there's something missing in the puzzle. Because we're just, I don't have time to guide, right?
Yeah.
And I don't even have, you know, I mean, we're pretty much not 2 years out for, you know, so we're pretty efficient, and I don't have time to guide. Now, if you're the greatest guide, maybe you should just be a great guide. And if you want to do taxidermy on, you know, for during your slow time, I mean, that's great. But to be a full-time this and a full-time that and a full-time meat cutter and a full-time whatever else, that don't make no sense.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a lot of hats to wear. Even though we do wear a lot of hats as taxidermists.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're engineers, and we're you know,
mechanics and welders and even carpenters and
even psychologists sometimes.
Yeah, right.
You know, talk guys off the ledge. You know, when they, you know, because
there's lots of boot tracks on that ledge.
Well, you know, apparently no one ever forgives themselves for missing something.
Yeah.
But it happens. It happens a lot.
It does.
You know.
Yeah.
Even with the latest, you know. Whatever the thing is, and so I heard out in Scotland or someone, they're actually using thermal.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, that's how a lot of the like hog hunts in Texas are done. They'll do thermal.
Well, I can, you know, there's a situation there where it's different.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a problem with them hogs. I mean, I don't know if they'll ever fix it. You know,
I don't think so.
But like the python deal, well, try a thermal on a python, but
yeah,
I don't know, man. Maybe you need a cold meter and watch the cold come. I don't know.
There you go. I think it works both ways.
But the thing is, the recovery part, I understand it's so thick there that you can't see where they went.
Yeah,
that part I get, but to find them with thermal and then the same minute go, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, we have to take every advantage handed to us, but yeah, there are some advantages that are a little bit above and beyond.
Well, I thought it was cheating when they marked things before, you know, on the like what do you call it? You pin it or something, and then you can drive right to where it was. I mean, I guess that's going to happen with this kind of technology.
Oh, absolutely.
But I remember the old days when we were just hunt.
Yeah, real fair chase.
And then back when I started, people didn't even wear camouflage. I mean, I was like the Elmer Fudd with the
carry a club.
Yeah, hey. No, I got in a conversation with Dick about that. I said, okay, dude. So we hunted the mammoth to extinction, all right?
See?
Okay? So what I want you to do is get your loincloth on, get your sharpened stick, go over to Africa somewhere where there's a herd of elephants, maybe take 8 of your friends, I don't know, and go get one and tell me how that works out for you if you're alive.
Yeah.
Because no, you know.
Yeah. Well, we're a lot smarter than we used to be, I think. So.
No, that's not true. See, that's how that whole thing got started.
Yeah.
The Neanderthals were on Earth for 250,000 years. They had a bigger brain than us for a fact. And what I would say is they didn't have cell phones and shit. And everything there was trying to eat you or stomp you or freeze you or you know, so they had, my point is, they had to use their brain because they
for sure.
wasn't no Walmart or nothing to buy their, you know what I mean?
You gotta be a pretty badass dude to beat the shit out of an elephant with a stick.
Yep. And the other thing, Nick said maybe we killed them. I said, well, we killed them, but not the way you think. We, it's kind of like the mule deer whitetail situation.
Yeah.
You know, we outscrewed them, and because I don't think us, the way we are, you look at a Neanderthal's muscle, I mean, no. I mean, maybe if 9 of us jumped one, you know, we might stand a chance, but their bone density was, I don't even know how we launched into that conversation, but the loincloth and stuff, it just cracks me up.
Yeah.
Go get, I like to say that to the doctors and professors. Yeah, here's your sharpened obsidian widget.
Yep. Here's your pointy stick.
Pointy stick. You know, there's the elephant. You know.
Yeah.
Surround the herd. You know, and why would you do it? Why wouldn't you wait for one stuck somewhere, which I'm sure they were stuck all the time.
Yeah.
Or just died. I mean, you know what I mean, or something. And I don't know how we launched off into this shit. But... oh, and then, a couple days later, I saw where they found some footprints of some toddlers and juveniles in White Sand or somewhere, fossilized, that are like way thousands of years older than they thought when we first came here, which proves my point. I always say, shit, they could have had spaceships for all we don't know nothing.
Yeah,
we don't know anything. Nothing about, you know, we can speculate or we can try to do evidence and
100%.
Yep. So anyhow, things are hitting the ground, things are looking good. I just jinxed it by saying that.
Yep. We've had a few end up going different places that we kind of banked on coming to us, so we'll see how it goes.
They'll be back.
Oh yeah, I'm not too worried about it. And you know what? That price is going up.
Yep. Well, it has to.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And there's no reason to go back. I mean, you know, it's like one guy goes, "Oh, if you're a little slow, why don't you lower?" I go, "Oh, what I want to do is work for free."
Yeah,
that's what I want to do.
Work twice as hard to make half as much money.
Right? Yeah, Joe. Why don't I said? I tell you what. Why don't you? I'm gonna talk to your boss about giving you like less money and adding some hours to your thing, just, you know, because
I'd rather make as much on one as I do 2 at your price, like we were saying the other day.
No, it's actually 3.
Well, whatever it is,
it might even be greater now that the things, you know. So actually, we don't even need to take in. We can take in 2/3 less. And you can go hunting like you do, or do a barbecue with Raymond, who's famous now.
Yep. He's in the middle of fundraising, so we'll see how that goes.
I'll probably have to get another job and donate to that one too. I support so many people; it's hilarious. He just cracks up because there's gonna be a few benefit barbecues coming up that I can think of. So okay, good. Yeah, we have so many dependents.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Oh, so to segue into data again, I'm doing like this A-level felony neatness in the front part of my shop again. You can't really tell, but Matt can sort of tell because there's, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But so got all my charts, you know, and I would like to get a data analyst of some type. No, for real, because that's the only way I think, you know, somebody knows how to do data. And now someone already did all this. Oh, hey, you brought the duh. I was going, wow, where did that, you know. Hey, nothing gets by me.
Carried it right past you.
Nothing gets by me.
Yeah.
I just told the rest of that on Saturday. He would text TY. Why are you always texting me Ty? And then I go, oh, it's stink. Nothing, man, I'm right on it, man.
Yeah.
TY. So you text him back in your balls or something because I thought it was some stupid thing, you know, like he does. Anyway, I would like to get that data analyzed and come up with the averages.
Yeah.
Like, you know, for real.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they've got 20 years of data there, data, whatever you want to call it, and then we can say what we already know, that the average is, you know, 24 to 26 or 26 to 28, or you know what I mean. And a monster like that 8-year-old might be 30.
Yeah.
You know, septum width and all that. You know, we can just prove it again, I guess. Mike says maybe someone will listen finally, but probably not.
No. Everybody's got to find out for themselves that their way's the right way, whether it's right or not.
Yeah, I got a catalog in the, you know, it's about time for the October surprise, as Mike called it.
Yep.
But I got another catalog from, you know, brand, not even the brand, but a sub-brand, and they got this smooth-looking bighorn on the cover. And then you look at it and you go, wait a minute, you know, the ears are like that much too low and whatever, you know, and nobody cares.
No, nobody, the average Joe just looks at the antlers or the horns or whatever. And
wow, that guy's the best taxidermist
as long as it at least 2/3 of the way resembles the animal it's supposed to look like, that's all they really care about. Does it have hair? Does it have ears?
Yeah, I don't even mean to insult whoever. It's probably somebody did. I mean, well, obviously somebody did the mount, but I meant somebody probably did the mount.
No,
and,
for sure.
Never stopped to, you know, they just don't even look at them, you know.
Yeah.
And there's still that thing where they say that they have a more degree downward tilt so they can see down.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens when they're walking straight on flat ground, but we've seen them do it, you know. But
yeah, well,
I don't know. Again,
all we can do is what we know.
Always like with the thing stepping off with the right foot. Then Fraser says, "Well, what happens on the next step?
Yeah,
if they only step off with their right, then what? Are they stuck?
Yeah, you got to go in a circle.
That's what I mean, you know." And then we were laughing about the mid Casby and Tur thing the other day. I said, yeah, that was a tough mount. Yeah. Because it was mid. So I said the left side was way bigger than the right side. So it was a kind of goofy mount. Because they're different, you know, they're different from the left to the right. Well, I didn't know if you knew that. The right side ones and the left side ones. So they needed a new one for another thing. Yep. So they made a mid one. And I couldn't see any difference in the right and left one, so that's my story. I'm sticking to it. The left ones are bigger, Rudy said. So
there you go.
So keep that in mind.
Here in a couple of days, we'll have a fancy new pig to try out too. So
that's right. I saw that. I can't wait.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's got its issues like they all do, but
yeah. But here's the thing: they're serviceable.
Oh no,
mannequins already. You know what I mean?
And I worked twice as hard as I should have on this one, but it's
yeah, because we haven't heard the term celebrate in a long time.
Well, somebody may have cast the head and all that stuff first, so instead of just starting from bone, because I didn't feel like I didn't want to wait to clean up the bone.
Right.
So I just cast the skinned out dead head.
Right. That's called a slip cast.
Yeah. Well, a slip cast is when you slip the hair out.
That's right. That's not called a slip cast.
That's called casting the head.
Yeah. That's called I don't know what that's called.
No, yeah, that's right. I cast that.
Carcass cast.
Yeah, there you go. Carcass cast. Thank you. I knew it was something.
It was some legitimate way to do it.
Yeah, no, I did that, and it's just twice as much work as I should have done, but it's okay. I got it done. Used about $4 in plaster.
No, say it ain't so.
There's you guys' price increase for the next time. We gotta make up that $4 in plaster.
No, see, we call it celebrating because usually you celebrate with clay because, I don't know, you'll be at a seminar with Mike and he'll be teaching you how to do this and that, and then you're just adding and adding, and he goes, oh, it's celebrating again.
Yep.
Well, Matt was so excited, you get so into it, and you get going along, and then you get like 1 or 2 steps ahead of where you're...
Oh, yeah, I from the beginning, I started, as soon as I screwed that friggin' head to the board, I started screwing up, but I got it done. I forgot to do the...
Splash coat?
Well, that too. I forgot to, see, I can't remember now.
See? Well, we can't call you a midget moron, so what are we going to call you?
No, moron.
Moron midget, yeah.
Shellac.
Yep.
I forgot to shellac it.
Oh, really?
And then I did the release first, and son of a bitch, I forgot to shellac it, so I released on top of that again. But, you know, that side came out of the mold really easily.
Well, good. On the upside, that side, just let go like it was nothing.
And that same side, then I forgot to do the splash coat, so...
Well... But Mike would say you won.
Yeah, no.
Again, we always say that, but you won because you did it.
Yeah.
And you did some stuff, and now you're not going to do that ever again, probably. No, for real, you know.
I don't know. It looks pretty clean. So there's a couple little air holes I got that I need to fix, but other than that, it's I'm pretty happy with how it turned out.
Yeah, and you'll have a ribbon hanging on it.
We'll see
this year.
See, this is one of those things we're doing as an exercise that probably will never get used. By anybody but me.
Well, or me.
I don't know how many people are going to mount a 6-inch piglet, but
well, don't forget wee pig.
No, yeah, for sure. That's the next exercise.
Mm-hmm.
I got that mannequin sitting there. I get to. It's fun when you get permission to fuck with things and remake it.
Right. So. And because you're not robbing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And that one, wee pig. There's a chart that exists. Because I think I built the skeleton on. In fact, I did do the skeleton on.
Yeah,
I got a video somewhere on wee pig. I mean, on the little piglet. Yeah. But this one's an inch longer nose to eye or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah. I got to add an inch or so, and I'm sure there's width I got to add, and I think it'll go on pretty easy though. Yeah,
I've been waiting to mount that one for like 20 years.
Yeah, see, there you go. The hides will keep in the freezer.
Yep. Yeah,
there was somebody of big name the other day talking about how things only last for a year in there. So
says who?
I'm not going to mention any names.
Says the big name.
Yeah.
Well, we know that's bullshit because Mike's had stuff he's given us that's 30, 40 years old. No, for real.
Yeah, no. I think I didn't read the entire context, so I could be wrong. That's why another reason I'm not naming any names. Mm-hmm. But I think he was referring to most tanneries when they give you a dry tan. If you don't do something with it, they say you've got about a year.
Dry tan is a fact.
Yeah, I think that may have been what he was referring to. Now that I'm putting more words in my
thoughts in it,
but still, the way it was presented.
Yeah, it was
presented as though
any hide will only last a year.
Yeah,
right.
That's how I read it at first.
Yeah, well, because when we do get dry tan, we need to soak them up within the first 2 to 3. Well, usually we'll soak them up right away, but
yeah. Speaking of that, I probably ought to start soaking up that giant stack of them we got so that I don't lose all those.
Soak them up, stretch them up, put them in bricks, and see what we got for sale.
Yeah, I might.
Yeah. Hey, why don't you call Stassi and see if he wants to buy some capes?
Yeah, he's got one I may buy from him.
Really?
Yeah, he said it's a super nice 40 blacktail. So
okay,
we'll see. I told him I'd take a
look. Let me tell you. Why don't you ask Stassi to show it? Sorry, Steve. Show you all his charts, okay?
Yeah.
From all that he measured.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes.
But he still wouldn't know what a 40 is.
Well,
dark cape, but
yeah. See, I told him as long as it's something nice that is something that you don't get every day. That's what I'm looking for.
right.
So
Yeah, when guys give us capes, we're grateful, but we don't want
yeah,
spike capes or little fork capes.
Yeah.
Because what we need is the capes to replace the ones that they weren't going to mount because they were going to wait or whatever reason, and then 3 years later, 5 years,
yeah,
they realize they're never going to shoot a buck in their whole life again
yeah.
that big.
No,
and
for
so
sure.
now we need a cape, you know.
Yeah, I've gotten a few pretty nice ones in this year.
Happens
but
more than
I
you
need
think.
I need one for the circus. So
Well,
I've got one maybe, but
I got that XL,
yeah,
but the problem is it's from here.
yeah,
From my way, not your way.
yeah.
Which, boy, the difference, it's really weird.
Ventura County hairless blacktail.
Yeah, for real. You go 70 miles up and it's...
Yeah. Oh, that's another that buck that Catalina buck has hair on it that long.
Yeah, well, they're more like a mule deer.
Well, yeah, but it's out in the middle of the fucking ocean.
Yeah, it's cold.
That's true, I guess. But, I mean, every other one I've gotten from there wasn't that way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No,
I've done several.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Both of the other ones that I've done from out there have had like just average hair, nothing crazy. But this one's got like super long, like hair.
Mm.
If you didn't know it was from Catalina, you wouldn't think it was from Catalina.
No. Well, fuck you.
But yeah, who knows?
You'd think that buck was somewhere.
Yeah.
Things one of a... They probably didn't make him a Hercules or some stupid thing, you know, like they do on deer, you know. Hey, so-and-so, you know.
Yeah. Well, shit, Chuck. We've been going at this for damn near an hour now. We probably ought to stop screwing around and get to work on something.
Yeah. Well, we got one of them days.
Yeah.
I think we're going to build one of our famous Converta. Well, what's her name say? Just a little something we threw together.
Yeah.
Just a little LEL that we're going to alter,
Yeah.
you know. Sorry. What's
Yeah.
your name?
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, thank you everybody for listening to us spout our bullshit for another hour.
Yeah. And please don't take anything we say with any
this
kind
is
of...
all satire.
It's all set, yeah, because
This is our therapy session.
it is. And then like I had a real comic here, and he had Cody laughing so hard about his stuff about me.
Yeah.
But you know, I've heard it mostly before from him, so
Yeah, no doubt.
it wasn't. But Cody was like, and then he said, "Oh yeah, man, I had to quit being a cop." He said I couldn't wait to start smoking dope again. So, and he said my gun. If I had to shoot anybody, I'd had to throw my gun at him because it was rusted shut and stuff. Yeah, he's a pretty funny guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, be sure to check us out on all social media at Butcher Shop Taxidermy and Chuck's Instagram page at Ojai_Valley_Taxidermy. Be sure to watch these and subscribe everywhere you get your podcasts: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeart Radio, and of course YouTube. And
Oh wait, real quick. We went to the card show. They had sold out.
Nice.
As of my cuss. Now it's a thing.
It's all good.
And it was a success. They sold so they're gonna have one in March. So I recommend if you are into that stuff, go over and support them guys. Anyway.
All right. We're gonna peace out and go do some work allegedly today. So have a good one, everybody.
And remember, I'm Chuck Testa, the animal stuffing midget moron, and he's not.
Bye.
But